I like to stir fry my garlic and onion first. This is my friend. It's pre-diced garlic. Now you can dice it up fresh if you really want to, and if you got all these ethics that you got to use fresh garlic, but I'm a busy guy. So I like to use a lot of garlic, so I like it pre-diced. This jar is $3 for this garlic. I buy it at a store down the road, and I like a lot of garlic. There's 1, 2, 3, oh what the hell, we'll just put in 4. So now it's done. Stir fry the garlic and onions until they get a little soft, but you never overcook any of this stuff. Now what we're making today is chili soup. Chili soup, but I'm going to do a couple of things that are different. I like peppers in chili, so that's what we're going to do. So now that the onions are almost done, I do this here. This is for something later on. Alright, now I don't like to use those red kidney beans too much. They're a little bit heavy and stuff. So in this bowl right here, I'm cooking off lentils. I'm making chili soup with lentils. You pre-cook them about 20 minutes to get them like almost soft, but not too soft because they're going to finish cooking in here. So now you got that going like that. You always put way more water than you need to make the lentils. If the recipe for lentils says so many lentils for so much water, double the water, because that's your soup base, your broth base, because we're not using any bouillons and all that stuff, because that's packed with salt. This is a salt-free soup that we're making. It's chili soup. Chili powder, and it's saltless, and it's organic. Let's talk about organic. For some of you, you're probably going through drive-thrus eating really bad food. Now you're going to change your lifestyle and eat something better. Don't go to organic right away, unless you can afford it, because you're going to get stumped. You're going to go, wow, this is really expensive. I eat right here, ladies and gentlemen, off this table for $28 a week. That's all it costs me to eat. I have saved so much money becoming a vegan. So this here looks just about like it's done. So I'm going to turn it off. I don't want to overcook it, so I put it in the back. I like kale. Kale is really, really good for you. If you're not consuming kale, that's a problem, because it's full of everything that's nutritious that you mainly are missing in your food. If you don't know what's in kale, Google it. I'm not going to bore you. The reason why I turn it into liquid is I don't have to worry about chopping it. I don't have to store anything. That kale is getting busted up. See this banana? When you peel a banana, it turns black. It gets bad. This membrane protects the banana. Picture millions of membranes on your vegetables going through your system. It's like eating a banana without peeling it. You can't get the nutrition on the inside. When you beat up your kale and your vegetables you put in here, you're breaking up all the membrane on it, and I throw it in my soup. There you go. I know I make a mess, but that's just the way I am. I call my soup Nature's Broom, because it cleans you out really nice. Now, I diced up some cabbage, carrots, celery. I got the kale in there. I throw this in here, and I only cook it for a short while. I don't cook it a long time. You're going to eat my soup. It's going to be a little bit crunchy. The reason why is because it's just a little bit cooked, but not too cooked. If you like it really soft and crunchy, then go ahead and cook the crap out of it. I don't care. This is a base for the soup. I'm going to put chili powder in it, and I'm also going to make it a chili soup with the peppers. If I don't put the peppers in, and I add cumin and curry powder and turmeric, I now make an Indian type soup. So use the same base, and that's what you're going to do. This is crushed tomatoes that has no salt added. This is not for the old elderly people that have to be on a salt-free diet. This is for everybody. There's plenty of salt in just about everything that's going to sneak into your body. So why add more salt? There's no need to. Now look at this. I accidentally bought no salt added peeled plum tomatoes. I don't like that in my chili. I'm going to take out my Vitamix. This is not a Vitamix commercial, by the way. I put it in there. I put it on the Vitamix. Right there. And I'm going to put my crushed tomatoes in there. So now you stir it up a little bit. and it's starting to look like, well, you call it whatever you want. How much chili powder do you put in? You put it in to taste. If you like a strong chili taste, and this is not spicy or hot. See how much that is? You go figure it out. See how much that is? That's how much I'm going to put in here. 2 scoops of that. Needs a little bit of cumin. I don't use a lot of cumin. I use very little. This package costs $3. This package costs $4 for curry. It's so cheap to eat this way. I go to Indian, Asian type markets. They have, you ever see the people shop there? They're all Asians. They're all skinny. They're all slender. They gotta be doing something right. So I just put a little bit of cumin in it. And not much, just a little bit. If you haven't discovered quinoa, Q-U-I-N-O-A, it's a carbohydrate. It's sort of high in protein. It's much better than like rice and that type of carbohydrate. I don't use a lot of it, but I put a little bit in here to thicken up the soup, and it gives more of a balance for your meal. My lentils are cooking, and there's a lot of water in the lentils, and this is going to be real soupy. And if you like thick chili or a little bit thicker, see how thick that is? When that quinoa blows up a little bit, it's going to get even thicker. Then you take your lentils. Let's see how close they are to being done. All right. Now in the lentils, let me show you something here. In the lentils, I put 5 bay leaves in there. So you have to remember to take the 5 bay leaves out, or you're going to get sued because someone's going to eat it and they're going to choke on it. See that? I got 5 in there. Whenever you put them in, you got to count 5 out. There's 1, throw it out. So now I'm going to take them, turn off the stove. I'm going to put them in here. I'm going to tell you the biggest secret that's helped me lose all this weight in about 3 minutes. Here we go. You got your soup. The quinoa is going to thicken it up. This is what has saved my butt when you get hungry and you ran out of soup and you start like, what am I going to eat? You always take some of your soup and put it in containers and freeze it. When you get up in the morning, you don't want to come home and make the soup from scratch. It's going to take you half an hour to do this and clean up your mess. I take this out of the freezer in the morning, let it sit on the counter. When I come home, I eat a nice meal, then I take my time and I make 2 to 3 gallons of soup again. I like my soup a little bit thicker, so I'm going to add a little bit more quinoa. Not much. You don't want to add any more quinoa. You want it thicker. You can make it thicker with a little secret that I came up with. Like this. And puree it. What that does is it makes a thicker broth, so it thickens up your soup. Now look at this. The soup is now thicker, just because I added that. And plus now the quinoa is not done cooking. And you know what? This soup is done. You saw the carrots, they've only been in there for 5 or 6 minutes. It's done. Oh, there's a bay leaf. I gotta have my grated cheese. Just a little bit of grated cheese. Buon Appetito. Well, I know how to make hummus, and I want to show you. Buon Appetito.